Hello and welcome to the HVAC Diaries. My name is Jessica. I go by HVAC Jess on all of my social medias, and I am a commercial and light industrial HVAC apprentice here in Vancouver, BC. I work with my dad and my brother at our very small little family business, Cam Cool Refrigeration, where they are teaching me the trade. Today is Saturday, September 3rd, and this is my weekly HVAC vlog. You guys heard the new Britney Spears and Elton John song? I guess it's not new, it's a rendition of his old song, but you guys, I just cannot get it out of my head this week. Anyway, another full week of refrigeration and air conditioning service calls. A couple of them were user operator error. One of them, we walked into this little bubble tea place and the guy's like, my prep cooler just won't get below 44 degrees. It's like, I don't know what's wrong with it. So we walk into the kitchen and first of all, he's packed a bunch of like storage stuff there right towards the back of the unit, so there's no airflow. We walked there and it was like, holy crap, it's hot back here. Like, don't store stuff there. But then not only that, but we're like, the reason your cooler isn't going below 44 degrees is because it's set to 44 degrees. And he's just like, oh, okay. The other sort of operator error call we had was at a multi-tenanted building that we service. They have a washroom on the first floor that's been totally gutted. They're turning it into like a gender neutral bathroom. And so what they've done was they just cut the drywall out around the thermostat and they coiled the thermostat cable up and they just placed it inside the ceiling space. However, they placed it right beside or right underneath the supply air duct. So as soon as the air conditioner turns on, that cold air rushes through that duct, it satisfies the thermostat that's just sitting right there, and it shuts the unit off. And so they're like, it just keeps like running for like 30, 60 seconds. And so my brother found this out and he's like, well, this is what's happening. So we tested it. The system works totally fine. Pressures are good. Everything looks good. But they just placed the thermostat in a bad spot while the construction is happening. So crazy. We were also called to a movie set for a catering company that we work for. We go there, and it's not in a truck like we usually work on. It was actually on this little like container sort of area outside of a truck. It was just in the open. And so they're like, yeah, this reach-in cooler just stopped working. We heard a sound and we smelt a smell, and then it stopped working. So we investigate, and my poor brother, oh my goodness, he was the one who went in there first. And so he's like, oh, there's something caught inside the condenser fan. So he pulled it out, and as he pulled it out, he's like, oh, I just pulled the head off of a mouse. Oh, so he chucks it across the room. So gross. So we pulled the unit out, and yeah, we found, I think there were 2 mice in there, because it looked like one had been there for a long time, because you could basically see its skeleton. And then there was a second mouse, like actually inside the cage of the fan. I don't know how he got in there. He must have squished his little body in there. But oh, poor little mousies. I didn't have any solo days this week at all. Didn't work on my own. I was with the guys the whole time. But we did do one job together. It's the job that I think I was speaking about it last week, where the compressor came damaged and then they sort of pulled through. The compressor arrived so soon after they told us it wouldn't be there. But anyway, that's kind of regardless. So my dad and my brother replaced the compressor while I replaced the condenser fan motor. So that was sort of kind of a solo job, but not really, because they were there the whole time. And yeah, that was a pretty good job. It's for a meat supplier. They've got a lot of refrigeration equipment there, and they are notorious for not maintaining it. But this time we worked on the store's air conditioner. It's an old York unit that we've had to repair because there are no replacements right now. They're 44 weeks out for a replacement rooftop unit. More personal news, I was interviewed for another podcast this week. It should be airing next week, I believe. It's called Bridging the Gap, and it's like a construction type podcast. And I really enjoyed my chat with the host. So maybe next week when it's come out, I'll put the link in my little description. But yeah, I really enjoyed my little conversation, my interview with them. Alright guys, that is all for this week. I cannot believe that August is over. I feel like September is like the end of summer. I know it's technically not, because we still have a few warm weeks ahead of us, I know, but September is always this like time of change that I don't embrace. I like change in general, but going into fall and winter, I'm a summer girl. I want summer all the time. Even though this summer actually totally kicked my ass, but I still love it. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me today. Have a great weekend. Have a great long weekend if you get the Monday off, and we'll see you next week. Bye.